Right then, in today's video I take a look at the railway depot in Skopje in North Macedonia, which used to be part of Yugoslavia. The railways in North Macedonia have fallen into disrepair, and this main railway depot has now pretty much become a train graveyard. There's only a few trains a day running in North Macedonia. What used to be a very important major railway with regular trains in Yugoslavia has now fallen into a state of neglect. It is very sad to see. Let's take a look around.
Look at that. I thought Montenegro was bad, but this is worse. What's that wheel? That wheel doesn't look and take that much weight. It's old. Well, I guess how long it's been there. Look at a huge tree. Fucking hell, floor's gone. Is that a driver's cab? There's not much left of that. Not much left of the floor. Not much left of the engine. Maybe it's just his parts, I don't know. That's a rail bus. What's that doing here? All the old stuff I have is crazy. It's only on one wheel off and two at the bogie. How weird. What's that rail bus like that for? How old is this thing? I don't know. Look at that. Fucking hell. Not much of that cab left. Not much of the interior either. This is strange. Rail bus doesn't even have a full cab. Doesn't have like a bit to make the driver separate from the vest. It really is like a bus on rails. So strange. So controls used to be. That's the logic for it. Is there a toilet in there? I feel the floor's going to give way if I walk down there. What's in there? No, it's a toilet. Okay. It's weird. To be honest, with the state of these railways, bringing back a one-day rail bus would be probably a good way of doing it cheaply. Okay, I'm not getting on this one. So I just spotted asbestos. Alright, let's get back out of here, but wow, that is trashed. That's blue asbestos. I think that's the first time I've seen blue asbestos in real life. I always wondered how blue it was, because obviously it's not as blue as what the pictures make out. I feel like it's completely blue, and it's not, it's just like a blue tint, but fucking hell, blue asbestos is the most dangerous type. Not an issue, also you've got wind blowing, it's fine, but you don't want to be in a concealed space with it. Look at that. Yummy. Yeah, fuck that. That's not in very good condition. Wow. Okay then. Fucking hell. Look at those relays. That's a proper old logic. Knackered. That is not in good condition. Wow. Why is it so fucked? And a logic cabinet. Ooh. And here we've got another logic cabinet. Wow. Look at that. Why do I let it deteriorate like this? It's nice as well, really old, but not so old it couldn't run. Like, it could be running, but no paint, let it deteriorate. It's sad they can't maintain their shit here. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. A knife switch here. Most dangerous type of electrical switch. What's in the other logic cabinet? Can we open it? Yep, we can. That is. Wow, look at that. Those are big contactors there. No, it looks like it might be a trip pot. There's something banging up there. Don't touch your poles because you never know what the earthing's like or what state insulators are in. Why do I get the impression they're deliberately letting the railways run down ready for when they get EU funding when they eventually join the EU? It's just the impression I get. I don't know if that's the case or not. It's like they'll probably join the EU, then they'll be like, our railways are terrible, please give us some funding. This one's slightly more intact. Let's see what the cab's like. Oh, this is slightly more intact. Look at that. That's how you control your resistors. It's not a steering wheel, before anyone says that. It's your resistor control. It's done by a wheel on these old Soviet style trains. There's your speed. A lot of big cabinets here. What's that? A compressor cabinet? Air pipe, I think that's your compressor cabinet. What's in this cabinet? There's your engine. Oh, look at that. It's a shame, they've got like 7 trains a day running from Skopje Central Station. Like 7 trains a day. I think it's meant to be like 10 trains, but 3 of them aren't running. It's not good enough. 7 trains a day is not an acceptable service. They've got trains where they're just beyond repair. Look at that. Oh, there's you've got an empty wagon. And you've got some more Soviets. Let's have a look at this one. In here. Ooh. Hope someone's not scrapping these. There's the cab. Where it goes? Oh, look at this. Not seen this model yet. Oh, here's a loco which has been cannibalized. Parts taken out of that to maintain their working locos. Yeah, I saw that is. Look at this. Wow, that's so sad looking. Don't actually know anything about this model of train. Oh, nice big cab. Let's drive my train. And there is one of the working trains. Look at that. Very slowly. That's loud. Here you've got a big 3-track bridge. That track over there has 5 trains a day each way. There's the line into the depot. You can't get a train out this way because the line's completely blocked. This is just sad. How could anyone let a railway deteriorate like this? What the fuck's happened to this railway bridge? This metal's just stuck down. Now, it doesn't feel very strong what I'm standing on. I'm going to switch to walking on the tracks. I think that's a bit stronger. Oh, there's a homeless dog up there. Worst thing about exploring this country is homeless dogs. All around the train yard. Well, the workers in the train yard didn't mind me, the homeless dogs did. That's not even switched properly. Oh, there it is. Heavy.
So let's now take a look at the railways north of Skopje. And these railways are now abandoned. This used to be the busy main line between 2 major cities in Yugoslavia, Skopje and Belgrade. But after Yugoslavia collapsed into different countries, this railway is now a cross-border railway and it has since gone abandoned.
So there's the line to Kosovo, that's the line to West North Macedonia, and that's the line into the capital. And it's abandoned. There's no trains running on that. Got new stones there. Maybe I try and bring it back into use, but I don't know. He hasn't run for ages. Look how rusty those rails are. That's just messed up. You've got all this rail infrastructure. Maybe just let it go abandoned. There's your station building. See, these used to be lamp posts, but not anymore. The lamps are gone. I've already got some lamps, but I doubt those work. I really doubt those work. There's your station office building. Been completely abandoned. Got one working light. Well, maybe some of the lights do work, but I really doubt it. This is not acceptable to let a railway fall into this amount of disrepair. A railway should be your #1 thing. There should be a train regular. This is not acceptable. A country to allow their railways to deteriorate like this is just not acceptable at all. Railways should come before roads. The railway should be your #1 thing you keep in good condition, and that should be more important than roads. Countries like Montenegro built a brand new road tunnel, got the roads in good condition and allowed the railways to deteriorate. And North Macedonia is no different. It's disgusting. Like, you've got roads, you've got cars, but this country in some ways seems a bit poor in Montenegro because everything seems a bit more rough. In some ways it's more prosperous. It's a bigger country. The city, the capital city, is a lot better than Montenegro's capital. Podgorica is a shit city, when Skopje is a really good city. well, it could be a really good city, yet they've got so many things that need improving. Maybe they're deliberately letting it get run down and hope that when they join the EU will go and pay for it all to be rebuilt. But a minute with this railway, which is completely abandoned, there's now no trains at all running between Skopje and Belgrade. When in Yugoslavia days, I reckon it's probably every half hour each way. Like, I don't know for certain, but or an hour each way maybe. But to be honest, between two big cities like that, it should be very regular. There should be many trains an hour, like maybe even a train every 20 minutes towards Belgrade, maybe one every hour towards the west of North Macedonia, because you've got an interchange up there where the line splits between the Belgrade line and the west North Macedonia line. You should have many trains now. It should be busy place, full of people, full of trains going everywhere, but nope, it is abandoned. And the last few remaining bits of railway that still work in North Macedonia, there's a couple of routes out of the capital. Currently 7 trains per day leaving the capital city. That's 2 towards the east and 5 towards the south. None heading north up to here at all. Like, it's disgusting. This is not acceptable. To be completely honest, I don't give a fuck how controversial this might be. I think Yugoslavia shouldn't have split into multiple countries. What have they gained by splitting? Each one of the countries has got quite run down and is not as prosperous as it was in Yugoslavia, with the exceptions being Slovenia and Croatia, because they've joined the EU, so they split off, but then they joined a bigger entity, which is why those two countries work really well and are really modern, got loads of development, loads of infrastructure, and loads of funding. Meanwhile, the smaller countries like Montenegro, North Macedonia are just failing, because splitting away from being a big entity into little tiny entities never works out. It always makes the countries fall apart. Take a look at how the UK has left the EU with Brexit. Has the UK got better? No. But this is an even worse example, because this country is tiny, and being a tiny little country, not part of Yugoslavia anymore, not part of the EU either. They want to be part of the EU, but the EU is not, at the minute, not letting them in because of multiple reasons. Maybe they will join the EU eventually, I don't know. But at the moment, this is not what to do with the country. Like in the UK at the minute, you've got Scotland wants to leave. Well, anyone who's Scottish watching, this is what will happen to Scotland if it splits away from the UK. Scotland takes in more money from the UK than it gives back to the UK. It's a deficit on the UK. So if Scotland splits away, this Scottish nationalism bullshit, Scotland will not get better. It will deteriorate. And this is an example why splitting countries into smaller and smaller parts does not work. Put a lock on this so you can't change it, so when you lift it, it locks into that. That's a shame. I'll change the points. It's not like anything's going to come down here. So to the right is Belgrade, that line's abandoned, and to the left is to the west of North Macedonia, which is also abandoned.
So let's finish off the video by taking a look at the main central railway station in Skopje, which used to be a busy railway station, a major station in a major city of Yugoslavia. But today there's only a few trains a day running, and the station looks worse than some abandoned buildings I know of.
It's gonna work. Nope. Fucking hell. What is this place? It's really sad to see how bad the station's got. So, this is the station at night. It's very dark. Most of the lighting's not working over there. Over on the canopy section, there is lights working and it's completely deserted. This used to be a bustling, busy station back when this was part of Yugoslavia. But today it's empty, very few trains a day, and it's just really sad to see. Can't even see out of windows. That is so graft. Imagine being on there, you can't see a thing. Such a sad state this railway's fallen into.